This is Ramu. He's a village milkman looking for a shortcut to wealth by watering down his daily supply. It's a classic setup, short-term greed competing with long-term consequences. Ramu believes a little extra water will go unnoticed, unaware that he's setting the stage for his own downfall. While this looks like the product of a traditional animation studio, it was actually generated by a solo creator on a laptop using free AI tools. Educational animations like this regularly generate millions of views. For years, capturing that audience required a professional team and a massive budget, but that barrier to entry has recently evaporated. We are entering an era where the financial and logistical constraints of high-end storytelling are being replaced by accessible software. The process begins with a master prompt in ChatGPT. We aren't just fishing for a random idea, we are generating the entire foundation for a long-term series. This breakdown shows the quantitative criteria we feed the AI. We specify the genre mix, from village stories to magical tales, to guarantee the channel has diverse appeal. That single prompt produces 50 original concepts. From that list, we select the dishonest milkman concept for production. Next, a secondary prompt converts that single title into a rigid 8-scene production framework, defining the arc of the entire story. This approach uses AI to format raw ideas into a precise step-by-step manufacturing blueprint. In the story's darkest moment, Ramu's son falls ill. When he pleads for help, the village turns its back, citing his history of deceit. For this scene to land, the audience has to recognize Ramu. If his facial features shift from the previous shot, the viewer disconnects from the emotion of the moment. To solve this, we use Google Flow and Gemini Omni. These tools allow us to lock the character's physical traits before the animation begins. This matrix translates visual instructions into multi-angle character generation, ensuring the 2D model remains identical from any camera angle. We then assign consistent naming conventions. Using tags like @Ramu tells the AI exactly which character seed to recall for future shots. Visual consistency is what makes the narrative believable. Without it, the audience is too distracted by changing details to care about the story. Generating the video involves describing the scene and tagging our saved characters. This produces 10-second clips that align with our storyboard. A common mistake at this stage is using the default AI voice settings. Selecting standard English accented voices will immediately break the immersion of a localized story. By leaving the voice selection blank, we allow the system to generate natural, native Hindi dialogue that matches the character setting. Most creators eventually hit a system credit limit while rendering their scenes. We bypass this by downloading the character seed files and re-uploading them to a fresh workspace. This allows the production to continue without losing character continuity. Successful AI production involves engineering these workarounds to overcome system limitations. The final challenge is assembling a scattered folder of short clips into a single cohesive film. This is handled within the Google Flow timeline, where we can view every generated scene in sequence. We can refine the pacing by dragging, dropping, and trimming clips to ensure the transition between shots feels natural. Once the timeline is set, a single export flattens the compiled scenes into a distributable video file. Complex rendering pipelines have effectively been reduced to an intuitive assembly process. The story ends with Ramu's realization. He understands that honesty provides a level of respect and peace that no amount of watered-down milk could buy. We have moved from a blank document to a finished, emotionally resonant film in a fraction of the time traditional animation would require. This process creates a valuable asset for a YouTube channel, while providing the audience with a clear, engaging moral lesson. The technical gatekeepers of the animation industry have stepped aside. The only variable remaining is the decision to start building.